Hey there, this is Troy Baker, and this is a piece of Schmidt.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Piece of Schmidt podcast. The podcast where we sit around this table and muse the world's greatest quandaries. To my left, Wes Baumgardner.
Hello.
To my right, James Kircher.
Hello.
And to your middle, Aaron Schmidt, the Piece of Schmidt. Behind the camera, Rebecca Schmidt.
You got it right this time.
Should make the magic happen. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Of course, if you like what you see, head on over to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and give us a like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Support the show by going to patreon.com/derailed. Throw us $1, throw us $5, throw us $1 million. So Wes can get a haircut. And, of course, check it out on November 1st. We're going to be live streaming on twitch.tv/derailed for the kids, raising money for Seattle Children's Hospital. This episode will be brief. And it will be briefed.
Like Haynes
Yep,
briefs?
exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what I was going for. Slowly got there. You saw that. You saw the wheels of churning.
Churning the butter.
So it's my high school reunion on Sunday.
5 years?
10.
They don't have a 5 year.
Some dumbass probably wanted to do a 5. But no, it's the 10-year reunion. Chimicum High School 2007.
2007. You saved it.
I did.
It's a terrible way to say it, but you saved it.
2007. So did you guys go to your reunions?
No.
Nope. My 10 or my 20.
At the time I
Hope you're
had,
alive for
Fuck
the 30.
those guys.
I didn't have near, I was more broke than I am now. So,
That's fucking scary.
It
No,
is.
I'm just kidding.
and I really didn't care.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
I care. I had a
Guess
really
what?
fun time.
Guess what? I haven't even graduated high school for 10 years yet, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you whispering?
Because I'm going to do the creepy whisper
Oh.
thing that I don't like.
ASMR.
Jesus, Wes! God damn it!
Still going.
Is that why you got a pop socket so you can just fucking spin the phone?
Is that what
Wes
you
is
got?
like, who needs a fidget spinner when I got my phone?
I got a fidget S7.
What? Galaxy fidget.
Galaxy Fidge 7.
Edge.
Fidge, it. All right, well that's a cool topic. So thank you for joining us. We didn't go to our reunions. Me and Derek are going carpooling.
So are you meeting him up there? Is he meeting you down here?
I'm meeting him there because he's closer.
Why would he come across the water only for us to go
I don't know where the fuck Chimicum is.
You know?
No.
Do we have the Westeros map up here?
No. You got the Skyrim map.
So it's basically like
It's up there in Morthal.
It's in No Man's
Or
Land.
Solitude.
it's like
It's in
Solitude. Imagine that's Puget Sound right in the middle,
Okay.
right? And we're like on the right side of it, kind of down right here. Like that's where Seattle Tucker is. And then I'm going up here. Actually, it's quite similar to the Washington. That's where Chimicum is. So you idiot. Derek is not meeting me. I'm meeting him. And then we're carpooling. It's also Game of Thrones and Rick and Morty night, so I don't want to stay there very long.
Gotta get back. You gonna get back by 8 or 9?
I don't know. Depends how drunk I
Did they
get.
make you pay for it?
For the travel?
No, I mean like the reunion.
No. We're just meeting.
For the travel.
We're just meeting at Fort Worden, and then I don't know. I guess people are potlucking. Derek said he's bringing brownies.
What kind of brownies?
I don't know. Probably special brownies.
Uh-oh.
My friend in high school called them blood brownies.
Jesus.
He goes up to one of the seniors. We're freshmen, and he's like, "Hey man, you got any weed? I'm trying to make some blood brownies." He didn't know it was bud brownies. He was like, "No, get the fuck away from me." Blood brownies. Yeah. So I'm going.
Yeah.
It's in Port Townsend. Should be fun. There's a couple people I'm excited to see, a couple people I'm really not excited to see. And
going, Becca?
I'll let you guess
Okay.
who those people are.
That one guy.
Jesus Christ.
I know who one of them is.
Who?
Your friend that you don't talk to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, both of them. Ugh.
The other guys.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, the other weird guy too.
Indiana Jones.
I'll be dressed as Guy Fieri at work game night.
Well, that's the thing, too, is you're going to miss Game of Thrones because that starts at 8, whatever. I think are you going to game night?
Don't know yet.
I think we might come back with enough time to go there to game night for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I just want to try the food. It's free dinner.
It is free dinner.
And then we'll just we'll bounce out.
Are we
Danny,
getting free dinner at your reunion?
No, I don't think so.
they don't provide.
I think
a
it's
potluck.
it's potluck, but I don't
That's true, yeah.
I don't trust class of 07.
Just in general, blanket statement. Anyone who graduated 07's fucked up.
Yeah. Did you guys know that I graduated in the hangar that's in from an officer and a gentleman?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to party in the bar that he gets kicked out of in that movie.
I remember that from when we went up there.
Pretty cool. So that's where I'm going. That's where the reunion is too. It's at
Nobody
that fort.
knows where Chimica is.
That sounds like my hometown.
I got my whole Guy Fieri costume in the cart here for Amazon.
When are you gonna buy it? It's like in a week.
It's Prime, bro.
Prime now?
Prime 2 day.
Prime 2 day. Not guaranteed.
And
It's gonna
also
come in
not
4
easy.
days.
I know people.
I know people. Okay.
I used to be in the biz.
Okay.
You're those annoying people.
There's my
that
wig,
go up to,
glasses,
like,
and
places
my
and are like,
bracelet.
Forum
"Fine,
Novelties
fine."
Incorporated. Men's red skull bandana, multicolored, one-sided.
That's the wig, the glasses, and the bracelet thing. Then I just got to get like a Hawaiian shirt and just wear shorts.
Do you have 9 pairs of sunglasses and wristbands?
Yeah, but not like that. I don't have anything like that. Sunglasses I do, but he wears the flame ones. I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, but those are the same glasses you wear. So you can just get all the glasses that are that style and just put them in
Hang
your
on.
shirt. Yeah.
He's got to wear it behind his head.
Well, yeah, you have to have one back here, like 9 in here, a bunch of wristbands, bunch of rings. Go to Flavor Town.
I wanted to get a flavor. See, I could have got that
I
one.
wanted to get a flavor.
The wig and the goatee. I could have done that.
Yep. Do you guys know what's going on in Venezuela right now? You guys know that like Venezuela's like almost collapsing?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Heard.
crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I watched some stuff Colin posted about it.
So the only thing I really know of right now is Canada's on fire and we're seeing all the smoke.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Well, Canada's on fire, like Douglas County on the east side of the state's on fire.
Global warming isn't real though.
No, clearly. I mean, we have,
In fact, the earth got cooler last year. Said no one.
and it's flat, right?
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on that. There is an eclipse though. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna watch the eclipse with your bare eyes?
There's the meteor
Yeah.
shower too again. There's another meteor shower.
Yeah, that's on Sunday.
Hopefully the smoke clears up.
Yeah.
All this cool shit happening in the sky and we can't see it.
Bye, bye, little Sebastian. What's the Moon Man song that Fart sings?
I don't remember.
Moon Man. Bye, bye, Moon Man.
Yeah.
It's Jermaine Clement. You know what I'm talking about.
I know the song you're talking about.
I
watch-
am Fart.
I like that, Dave.
Man, this show sucks. Thanks for going with me on my high school
Reunion tour?
reunion. Fucking.
Tour.
So why are you going to your reunion?
Because I liked high school. I had a lot of fun in high school.
Are you one of those guys who say it was the best time of your life?
I wouldn't say that, but it was pretty good. I mean, I did get married to a pretty stellar woman, so right now is kind of the best time of my life. But that was probably second. My college years were terrible.
See, my college years were the shit.
That was not a dog, listeners.
I just have no comment.
I'm going because I had a good time. I want to see who turned out gay and who I thought was gay. I want to see who's married and if they got fat. And everyone's going to be like, ha, Aaron got fat.
So who are you? Do you have someone you hope had just turned out to have a terrible life after high school?
No, I didn't really hate anybody. Well, not in my class. There are people that I went to high school with that I hope turned out terribly, but they're not in my class, so I'll never know. Ramon.
I would never want to go to my high school reunion. I hated high school.
I was friends with everybody.
See, I was.
Oh, all fucking 20 of them?
How big was your class?
My class was 84 people. And then the class above me was 116. And then it was like it was like 100 people per class.
Yeah, see,
so it was like 400 people.
See, my school was the same way.
Yeah,
I think I
good time.
graduated because they also had the homeschool kids and the alternative
The
school
pie
kids. Yeah, walk with us, and it was like 106 altogether.
Yeah, we had the pie kids and it was 84.
Yeah, see, my graduation was just in our gym, and our graduation went quick because I went to my buddy's graduation the year after, and his was like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Ours was like an hour, and like because we just wanted to be done.
Right. I got fucked up that night.
I see that.
Real fucked up.
See that night I did the senior all nighter. They went to like it's basically a final school party for graduation, just so you didn't go do anything stupid the night of your graduation.
Really?
Yeah, gave us $100.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they gave us everyone who went got $100 and a glass bottle of Coca-Cola for the year you graduated.
Just to not get fucked up on graduation
Pretty much.
night?
Guess what I also found out that night?
Not worth
If you give a Mormon kid who's never had caffeine before energy drinks,
He blows you.
Oh my God. Jesus.
that escalated
All
quickly.
right.
I was gonna say no. They act drunk. They're essentially drunk because their bodies aren't used
That's
to.
how John Cook is. He had a monster for the first time in his life, and he was like, "You guys need help? Do you know?"
Moments are weird.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
That's funny.
I was gonna say something, and then I got side.
Podcast
Huh?
is a mess.
I
Is it
know.
meth?
This is one of the worst meth shows ever.
Mess.
What the fuck? I was gonna say something.
Is there a reason why you're advertising for single malt scotch?
Yeah, it's my wedding scotch from Derek, and I'm drinking it
The wedding scotch.
from Scotland.
Ford-
It's expensive.
43% alcohol by volume.
Straight into my veins. If I could take it intravenously, I would.
Oh. And die?
Why would I die?
Just straight alcohol to your bloodstream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, that's the best. Have you
Yeah.
ever got your stomach pumped? It's the best.
No. Why would I want to?
Can't remember what I was gonna say. But the eclipse sounds cool.
If we can see it.
I'll see it. I'm gonna just watch it, man. I don't believe all this bullshit. I'm just gonna look up. Like, if I lose my sight, whatever. But, like, it's worth it.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
It's really not.
I think it's a lie. Because I can, like, with the sun the way it is, I can look at it for a second and, like, be okay.
Babe, you're stupid.
What's the difference if it's dimmer? That means that
No,
it's
it's
safer.
not. It's not that when it's blocked. It's when it starts moving. Those first bits of sun are like extra bright.
So I'll look at it while it's covered, and I'll take a picture real quick, and then I'll close my eyes. You guys are stupid. I know science.
Okay. Whatever you say, baby.
So I was talking about time travel the other day. I want to hear your thoughts on this. They believe that time travel is possible backwards in time. First of all, the first thing we agreed on is that time travel forward in time is absolutely implausible. But he believes that time travel back in time is possible, and that even that the aliens that we think we see now, the UFOs and the things, are actually humans from the future, having evolved the way that our world goes, and they are coming back in time to try and rectify what happened that made their world die. Okay? So, I posit that I do not believe in time travel either way because of the second law of thermodynamics, and you need energy to create energy. You know, the mass of the Earth never gains or loses any energy, right? You're born because of materials and food, and you gestate, and then you come out, and then you grow up, and then you eat more food, and then that turns into energy, and then you get bigger, and then you die, and then you go into the dirt, and then you know, all energy is circular, right? We all have the same amount of energy. Therefore, if you were to time travel and put yourself back into a time where you did not exist, there is not enough energy for you to exist in that space, and either you or someone else or something else in that timeline has to die, has to disintegrate. There is not enough energy, and therefore the potential for you to just be like 1989, and then you get there, and then you just go.
So
is super high in my opinion.
I actually get that, but my question there is, what about with the population increasing so much? We're increasing the amount of people here, so we're essentially creating more energy.
But we use energy to create those people.
But how do we get the more energy? Because what you're saying is we can't add to the number.
Right.
So how are we adding to the number?
Because we grow more food and we grow more things, and we use sperm from our testicles to put into an egg, and then that creates a person, and then we feed that person, and then it becomes a thing. We still use energy, the existing energy, to create.
So you think just putting something on our planet that wasn't born on this planet during that time,
It could not exist because of the second law of thermodynamics. It's physically impossible. So, and that's not the end of the story. What we decided was, what if the time travel that we discover is virtual? Okay, and I found this fascinating. What if we can virtually create the past in all of its realness and VR there? Therefore, we're not actually there. And
Isn't that kind of what Ready Player One is about?
no.
Yes.
It's
thought it
VR
was.
the past?
Yeah, because you can go to a place. Basically, Ready Player One is a giant, like.
Have you ever heard of the game Second Life?
Yeah, it's like Second Life.
So take Second Life and put it on a global virtual
but
reality
they make
scale.
worlds where you can go to a place and be back in time, basically.
But you're saying that they're creating a video game world of the past.
No, there's like actual, like, they can watch and like be put into, like, they had movies you could be put into, so you can be put into simulations of things as well. It's globally a bunch of different things, like the whole internet connected into one thing. So like VR gaming and social.
I know, but what I'm saying is that
movies.
it would be a virtual recreation of the actual past.
Yes, exactly. That happens in Ready
It happens in one spot when they go back to the creator's childhood home.
But reading that, you can assume that happens more throughout like you're reading one person's story.
True.
So it is in that universe. It is possible to do that.
I find that concept interesting. I'm not saying that I came up with that topic. I'm saying that we discussed that possibility and that was interesting. But then it becomes who's in charge of the simulations? Is it actually so? It's you're not able to actually change anything. That's also something that I don't believe is like, say that you were able to create a circumstance where your energy is not not recognized by the world that you get into, and then you were able to step out of the time machine and exist or coexist with yourself in that time. Your your ability to change things, I believe, would be impossible. I believe that things right themselves. So, like, let's say you go back and do something drastic.
Save JFK.
Yeah. He'll die eventually.
Yeah.
Right? It'll always fix itself.
Right. One way or another.
Yeah.
So what about the other versions of time travel where you're essentially going into you're creating a branching timeline. So like you transport back
Yeah.
and save JFK. Let's go with the big event. Save JFK or kill Hitler.
Yeah, right. That doesn't make the timeline that I came from
Change.
not exist.
You can't fix this timeline.
Right.
You may not,
all I did was splinter it and make a new timeline.
Yeah, so-
I didn't replace this. It's not like a VHS tape.
So,
Yeah.
other thing about your time travel thing, when you guys were talking about this, people come back. So, you can't travel forward in time.
Impossible.
So, anyone who travels back in time can never go back home.
Exactly.
One way ticket
Yep.
So,
to paradise.
Well, actually, that's not true. What I don't believe in is forward in time from now.
So, like, jump forward 2 years and see what's happening in our country.
Right.
Jump forward 100 years.
But because I think of the universe's time as almost procedurally generated and then stored. You would have to find the data, right? And it's
Yeah.
stored. So like it's like a DVR. Okay, that's how I think of it.
Okay.
And so I can go back, right, and then jump forward, and still be okay because that data is there. But it's impossible for me to go forward.
Okay.
Because the DVR hasn't recorded.
So, again,
that
with
yet.
the going back forward in time, with how you believe of time travel, there's no way to overshoot it. You will always go back to the exact
I
moment
could say
you
like
left.
I'd go back to 1981 and then be like, go a million years in the future, and you would go back to 2017.
You would just hit, bam.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I think of it. I think of it as like you're flying around in no man's sky, and as you go, it's being created and stuff. So,
Okay.
because I believe in free will, and I believe that we create our own paths, and that's not predicted,
Yeah.
right? And
So if there was some way of time travel for the future, the only way that would conceivably work with your notion would be, again, branching timeline paths.
Yeah.
So you would go to the future, and it would be a future where you never quit the band that you were in high school.
Yeah.
And then you can...
I could Rick and Morty to the time where I'm a rock star.
Yeah. So it's more like... So Rick and Morty, more of like their interdimensional travel versus... You basically, every path that you chose to go left instead of right, you can see the consequences of going right.
Yeah.
But your Aaron Schmidt right now path won't lead, you can't go forward from this. You can't see where this goes because you are here.
Right.
But the Aaron Schmidt still in the band timeline is a different you.
But that's all null because I don't believe in that anyways because of the energy. Like I think that the foreign object would be the first to go. So you time travel, you step out and then you just go poof.
Yeah.
So
there's
the
no
only
you.
conceivable way to do it is one way to do it would be your ship. You find before you step out of your ship, you find somebody, any sort of person who just kill them.
Yeah.
And
But I don't think you would even get the chance because the minute that you're a foreign, I think the minute because you're not traveling in space, right? You're only traveling in time. So the minute that it starts to go backwards at all, when that machine didn't actually exist, it doesn't exist.
okay, so it won't create its own little temporal field.
Right.
It'll just be
Like it does in H.G. Wells. Mm-hmm. I don't. You'd have to, right? You'd have to come up with a way.
So it's not
for it.
only figuring out how to control tachyons to go forward or back, it's also figuring out how the ship and the people in the ship don't degress themselves.
Yep. And then you've got to figure out where that DVR is
Yep.
and how to access it, right? And one of my theories is that is dark matter. Everything, the space in between everything else, is the data of our time in space. And then we actually started talking about, this will be my last topic, but I want to hear your guys' thought on it. Is our life on Earth on purpose or an accident? And we disagreed on this.
Oh, really?
Who is we?
The person I'm talking to. I was discussing this with somebody outside.
Who?
I'm not going to name names right now. I'll talk to you. I'll tell you off camera. So, is life on Earth purposeful? Is there a meaning to life? Is there a reason that we're here? Or is it just a roll of the biological dice?
I would say because of what I believe in. I believe in the science of everything. So I would probably go with just a biological accident.
We're I don't know if accident's the right word, but we hit the
Jackpot.
the jackpot, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we hit, was it like 270 times to create just the first life. And then the fact that we got to this point and we've survived, it's kind of nuts. But I don't think that we're here for a purpose. I think we're here.
And I don't believe that we're the only entity
Exactly.
Oh, God,
in this
no.
universe.
It's the exact lowest chance that we were on purpose as it is that we're the only ones.
Yeah.
Right? It's an accident. It's the jackpot, but I believe other jackpots have been hit as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's
It's so impossible that
Yeah.
we're the only ones.
in
Yeah.
the entire universe.
Exactly.
Because
If you think that, you clearly can't comprehend how big the universe
No.
is.
because you have a point. So every star that you see in the sky is another solar system.
Exactly.
Which is why you have idiots running
Fuck.
around saying the Earth is flat.
Carl Sagan proved that wrong in like if you want a more recent one, 1970s, because he does that thing where he puts two obelisks in like a map. It's like, okay, so the shadows don't work. What if I do this? No. Oh, so if we curve it, the shadows make sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had that idiot Kyrie Irving from the Cavaliers telling the whole school that the Earth is flat,
Yeah.
and he got laughed out of the fucking school.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Well, I'm proud of you guys for believing that. Because I feel like the notion that there's purpose, and it is kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually very sad. Because it's almost like a lot of people's life goal is to find meaning in
Yeah.
life. And I just don't think that's
So
it.
but that's
Yeah,
getting
I
into
don't-
like people who spent years as philosophers trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
And some people have lived great lives, and some people ended up killing themselves for horrible reasons.
Yeah.
I think if there is a purpose to life, it's to live. Like, do you want to take it based down to the word? The purpose of life is to live.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your own meaning to that if you want to be a good person, have all the money,
And you,
be.
yeah, like you make it what you want to make it.
Mhm.
Like if you want to live life and only help people every once in a while, like that's your purpose. If you want to be a philanthropist and help people all the time, that's your purpose.
So,
You want to commit genocide? That's what you want to do?
well, that's where I was going is then where does morality fall into that?
Not everybody has morale.
Morality?
Well, you know what I mean.
Morale? Yeah.
Well, that gets into whole different things.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm saying that concept and that conversation spawns all sorts of stuff.
Well,
like there being no meaning in it being an accident or not an accident, but a jackpot. And like you can do whatever you want to do, and there's no higher power, and there's no, repercussions for your actions. I guess.
that's
Ask a whole bunch of different questions.
to be fair. That's how all religion started.
Yeah.
Is pretty much so people writing stories, just lessons. But then those lessons grew, and then people started taking them as.
My personal belief is that those lessons and those stories did start in a monotheistic way, in that there was something spiritual there. Like I do believe in a higher power. I do believe in God.
But you believe in God, but you don't believe God created us.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
So
I believe all the mysteries of science and all the mysteries of the universe and physics and quantum physics are all
So we learn all of this stuff,
Divine.
and we keep finding stuff, but there's this like level where it's just okay. We'll learn everything to here, and then it's God.
No.
No.
It's that, well, I guess, yes, but like here is God, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else is. And nothing that you can prove scientifically means that didn't happen.
So I have an interesting question for you then. So God, the God you believe in,
Yeah.
is it only God of Earth?
No.
So the one God controls everything in every universe.
Mm-hmm.
So God is the universe.
And all the universes. Because I believe in multi-universes as well. But yeah. I don't think that, like, the complexities of humankind, psychologically, sociologically, biologically, are not divine in creation.
Okay, so God. So the God.
The God.
The God, yeah. Because again, that also breeds the question of monotheistic versus polytheistic.
Right.
Because, like, think about Earth, for example. All of the societies of Earth, almost a lot of them have multiple pantheons of gods. Greek, Norse, Roman, everyone. And then Christianity came along and turned it into one. So
Yeah, but Christianity is the religious, it's the religious type of Reddit where it was ripped and torn apart, to one man's
Yep.
needs and wants, and that's what we have now. So you can't really.
So we
believe
don't
it.
even know what the true stories are.
Exactly.
At best, we take the Bible as a.
Yeah.
It honestly more.
It got moderated.
Less of a history book and more of like Aesop's fables.
Yeah. I do believe that there's lessons in there. I do believe that there's nonsense in there. I do believe that it's mankind's. I do believe it was written by men.
Oh no, I agree.
And I believe that it's man's interpretation of something that they could not comprehend.
In some instances, there's great stuff in. There really is good stuff in there,
Sure.
like moral lessons and.
But honestly, the Bible in the whole is forgettable. There's no reason to follow it word by word.
You shouldn't follow anything word by word.
Exactly.
I mean, if we followed science word by word, we wouldn't be where we are.
Right.
We wouldn't have
Yeah.
almost all of the collective world knowledge and every video you could ever want at your fingertips. And
All the collective knowledge in every video.
Yeah.
yeah,
I love those two things.
find every meme.
Yeah. Oh, all the memes. But yeah, no, I think that there is a mountain, and at the top of the mountain is God, and that everything underneath it is creation. No matter how complex or how scientific, or like this happened because of this, or like, yes, we came from apes. No, the universe isn't 6,000 years old. We had dinosaurs and we coexisted with them, and the universe was created. The Big Bang totally is. I believe in the Big Bang, and that was all.
So,
was all him.
okay, question. Was God around before the Big Bang? Causing
Sure.
the Big Bang?
That's what Stephen Hawking
He
said.
caused the Big Bang. Yeah.
Like,
Stephen Hawking said, what was God doing before the divine creation? Was he preparing hell for people who ask questions?
Probably. But yeah. Maybe the God that we know or that I think of was created to create the universe, and there's another God.
super God?
Super God.
I like the thought that God is not a person or anything, but God concept is the universe.
Right. Exactly.
So you take a very almost 50-50 approach to religion and
Totally.
science.
To life, man.
To life.
That's why I read a book about not taking antidepressants while I'm on antidepressants. Like,
Yeah.
I thrive on learning about the other side.
It's funny
I
because
really, really hate whenever I become stubborn and I don't want to listen to the other side because I want to learn it so badly, and I hate it if I ever come into those scenarios where I become bullheaded, and I try my best to realize that in the scenario, or in that situation, and be like, no, learn.
Now, to be fair, there are some things that you should never care about what the other side thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Nazis were good people,
It's-
but
pedophilia is okay.
Hitler was a great guy.
It's funny what he said because Stephen Hawking says the same thing. He says, if I were a scientist, I'd stick to the Goldman Sachs principle, bet on both sides.
Right.
Believe in science, believe in God, seems to cover all the possibilities and gives you the best chance for a cheery afterlife.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, okay, think about
exactly.
the religion versus science afterlife. Cool. I'm either going to go to heaven, go to hell, or I'm going to live in the dirt.
Yeah. I'm at the fucking craps table putting it on black and red.
Roulette.
Thank you.
He said, before we understand science, it is natural to believe that God created the universe.
Sure, yeah.
And then but now science offers a more convincing explanation, and then it just goes back and forth. Because there's an argument for everything.
Right. And I just don't want to argue.
And I'm glad you can have civil discourse about this.
Yeah.
Not be one of those people who's, nope. Nope, you're wrong.
Yeah.
He said, he's got a thing called A Brief History of Time, that a unifying theory of science would help mankind know the mind of God. And then he elaborated, he said, what
Which
I
is
meant
the
by...
universe.
Yeah, he said, what I meant by we would know the mind of God is we would know everything that God would know if there were a God. So that's where his atheism comes into play, because he feels like that if there was a God, that we would know everything God knows. That's his thing.
Yeah, and so I think of it as almost not a game, but a
Challenge?
yeah, man. Like maybe the point of life is to answer those questions.
Point of life is just to have your own experiences, have your own life.
But what does that mean? Like in the end, I had a good life. Life doesn't mean anything, but it was good, but it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, but I
And
had
so
a
it
good
didn't mean
time.
anything to you?
Good by whose standards?
That's all that it really matters. I
Exactly.
mean, you brought up death. You're born alone and you die alone. So it's got to matter for you if life meant something to you.
I don't like that phrase. You're not technically born alone. And it's up to you if you choose to die alone.
Twins.
Twins?
No, like you're
I know.
born
I'm just kidding.
with your parents usually and doctors. Like there's people around you, and you can technically yes, you are dying by yourself, but you can be surrounded by people. Like I don't like that phrase. I don't think it's right.
Fair enough.
Being alone is all a mentality.
I agree. Are you alone?
No.
Because we have you. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
I guess being alone is interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all in your head.
Some people are like, oh, if you die alone, then that means you don't have any friends or anything or family or whatever. But what if you have like 8 cats?
Bruce.
Oh, I'm there for you, Mama.
The Meaning of Life. Episode 75.
42.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's 75. Of the Peace Schmidt podcast, thank you so much for watching and listening. If you liked it, please hit the like and subscribe buttons on all the social medias. Share it with your friends. Support us by going to patreon.com/derailed if you want to hear more about our theories of life, or if you just want to hear us eat food.
The Taste of Schmidt episodes.
The Taste of Schmidt episodes. Let's bring it back. Wee. There's nothing else to eat. We ate
I wonder what
everything.
the next crate is. Oh, Jeff is working on another thing for us.
Jeff Rowley.
Yeah. We're fucked.
And then on November 1st, we're going to be live streaming for the kids on twitch.tv/derailed. Seattle Children's Hospital, we're going to be live streaming and doing games and stuff, so keep an eye out for that. So until next time, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night.